History of Spain, the rise and fall of an empire. Spain is one of the countries with the deepest and most impressive histories not only in Europe, but also in the world. Located to the west of the Mediterranean, this country has hosted various civilizations over the centuries, established a great empire, and then returned to being a simple European nation. Now let's explore this history that spans thousands of years together. From ancient times to Rome, the traces of human life in Spain date back to prehistoric times. In the 3000s BC, various cultures such as the Iberians, Celts, Phoenicians, Greeks, and Carthaginians settled in these lands. Especially the Phoenicians and Carthaginians established colonies thanks to their dominance over Mediterranean trade. However, this multicultural era came to an end when the Roman Empire conquered the region in the 2nd century BCE. Known as Hispania, the land remained under Roman rule for about 600 years. This era laid the foundations of Spain's infrastructure, urbanization, law, and language. Latin, which later evolved into modern Spanish, became widespread during this time. The Romans also developed agriculture and built roads and aqueducts. The Visigoths and the arrival of Islam. Following the collapse of the Roman Empire, the Visigoths, one of the Germanic tribes, seized control of the Iberian Peninsula in the 5th century. They ruled for around 200 years, but due to weak leadership and internal strife, their reign was short-lived. In 711, Arab and Berber Muslim forces crossed from North Africa and established the Emirate of Al-Andalus, taking over most of the peninsula. This conquest was not only a political shift, but also brought a cultural and scientific renaissance. In cities like Cordoba, Granada, and Seville, Muslims built madrasas, libraries, palaces, and mosques. By the 10th century, Cordoba was considered one of the most advanced cities in Europe. The Alhambra Palace, one of the most brilliant examples of Islamic architecture in Europe, still reflects the splendor of that period. Major advances were made in medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. The Reconquista and Catholic Spain. However, Muslim rule eventually faced resistance from small Christian kingdoms. This centuries-long effort to reclaim the land is known as the Reconquista. It began in the 8th century and lasted 781 years. Finally, in 1492, with the fall of Granada, Muslim rule ended entirely. That same year, Queen Isabella of Castile and King Ferdinand of Aragon married and officially united Spain. Their union symbolized not only political consolidation, but also the rise of Catholic ideology. Jews and Muslims were forced to convert to Christianity or leave the country. But 1492 was pivotal not just for the Reconquista. That year, Christopher Columbus set sail for the Americas, triggering a new age of global expansion. Spanish Empire's Golden Age. The 16th and 17th centuries are known as Spain's Golden Age. The empire grew wealthy from the gold and silver brought from its American colonies. This wealth made Spain one of the most powerful political and military forces in Europe. Under the rule of Charles V and later Philip II, Spain controlled vast territories including parts of Italy, the Netherlands, the Philippines, and even Austria. However, this rapid expansion also brought challenges. In 1588, the Spanish Armada suffered a major defeat at the hands of the English, marking the decline of Spain's